Welcome to another travel edition of Great Health, Abundant Happiness, and Outrageous Love.
Hello, Jeffrey.
Hi.
Welcome to the Residence Inn in Aksarben, Nebraska. No, Aksarben, Nebraska.
Exactly.
Right. The reason that I'm all tongue twisted on it is because the town name Aksarben is actually Nebraska spelled backwards.
I don't know if it's, I think it's just a neighborhood or a...
Yes.
Yes, right.
Yes, the town or neighborhood. I think you're right, it's a neighborhood. So the first thing I want to do is rate on 1 to 5 the neighborhood. I'm giving it a 5. There's a lot around here, so if you're just stopping for the night, there are so many restaurants. I mean, you could walk to restaurants from here, so it's a great stop off. For that, it is safe, and the parking lot out front feels very safe. So if you're traveling like we are with a packed car, you know, we just don't worry about it, and that's really nice. So, and if you are traveling through the Omaha area, this is a subdivision of Omaha, many of the hotels are downtown, which means that the parking is separate from the hotel. And that always feels a little less comfortable for us when our car is completely packed up like it is for this trip, because we're coming back from the holidays and we've been gone for, you know, over 3 weeks. So we've got a lot in there. This is your standard Residence Inn studio room. And if you want to compare it to where we were last night, we got upgraded to 1 bedroom. And you can see that the studio doesn't have a separate bedroom, so it's all connected.
Yeah, the bedroom's like right
which
here.
Is completely fine for Jeffrey and I, but if you're traveling with a family, it is really nice to have that separation. I will say, on a cleanliness factor, I can only give this room a 2, and I feel like I'm being generous there. We walked in, there is a dust bunny as you walk in that is as big as Sugar Baby. And the big thing for me is I thought, well, maybe she swept everything that way and forgot, or he forgot to, you know, finish. But there are fingerprints and grease prints all over the kitchen handles. Every handle has food and grossness on it. And I was putting that lamp on over there, same thing. That lamp base has not been cleaned. The television set, it was wiped in the center, but the edges have fingerprints and dirt from previous guests.
Right. That being said, I know you're pretty tough on this, but I'll have to agree. This is I'll give it a low rating for cleanliness, and it could be just the sign of the times that everyone has trouble everywhere we're going. By the way, I've seen it at every hotel hiring housekeeping, hiring staff. They're having a hard time, so I'm sure there's probably one person where there should have been 3, and they're running like crazy, I guess, to their defense, right?
Because as far as I know, when we booked this, there was 1 room left. I mean, it's crazy. I don't know what everybody's doing here unless they're doing what we are, driving back home from the holidays. But to Jeffrey's point, every single business is hurting for employees. People are leaving their jobs left and right. And the hotel industry, you know, is no different than everyone else. So I'm going to attribute it to that, but that is not an excuse in these times where we need cleanliness that much more, especially in the kitchen area.
Right.
The refrigerator had food all over the front and the handle, etc. So,
okay.
You know,
okay. You hit them with a 2. Okay.
With the 2. The bed, I'm going to give a 3. It was okay, not super comfortable. The pillows, I'll give a 3 because Jeffrey and I like very different pillows. If you ever watch any of our videos, I like them squishy and he likes them foamy. They were definitely more foam, prop up type pillows. So he probably would give the pillows a 5. I'd give him a 3. And the comfort and weight of the blanket, the whole thing overall was a 3. Quiet, I have to give him a 0. We heard the people next door all night long. And by all night long, I woke up at 1 and thought, oh gosh, are they ever going to go to sleep? I woke up at 3 and thought, oh gosh, they're never going to sleep. And then when we got up at 6, they were still in there awake, and we could hear very clearly all of their conversations. So if you are going to stay here, you might want to request a room that does not have a room on either side. You know, some of them have a housekeeping and an ice machine or something like that. The walls are paper thin. Very standard bathroom. And again, we have stayed here and used the facility. But, you know, I want to point this out because this is really unacceptable to have a guest stay. The towel rack came off. It's not been fixed. But
It didn't come off when we came here. The towel rack was broken off.
This is how it was. And not
Yeah.
only is it broken off, but there's, you know, dangling pieces of it there. And they should just take the whole thing out
Right.
and go from there. So I don't know if I would stay here again. The location's great, but the good news is there are other choices nearby.
Well, right down the street, we stayed on the way out. We stayed at the A-Loft, which not our favorite property, but that was
Right.
clean and easy.
Better.
Yeah.
Definitely better, but again, I mean, the A-Loft isn't amazing either. There are, there's an autograph down here, and that's probably where I would check out next time. And it wasn't very costly. It really, the price difference was, you know, not that different from the Residence Inn, and the autograph is a much higher category. So overall, would we stay here again? Only if we had to. It would not be our choice, our first, second, or third choice. So that's it.
Well, I'm going to give my coffee rating
yes,
too.
the
So
coffee.
the coffee.
Some good news.
Yeah, the coffee
Good
was
news.
incredible, and I went down there at 5 because, as you guys know, I get up early. And the gentleman behind the desk, I went down and he got out, came out, and he said, "Yep, it's ready. Let me go get it for you." So I went and got the coffee, fresh coffee, 5 a.m. Love it. I'm going to grab a cup for the road right now.
And I will say I had a second cup. The coffee was on a 1 to 5. I'm giving it a 5+. So there's the great news for this Residence Inn in Aksarben.
Aksarben.
Nebraska
Nebraska spelled backwards. That's great.
Yeah, it is great in Omaha. Wishing you great health, abundant happiness, and outrageous love. We'll catch you at the next spot.